Well, if you're dropping the dogs off at the pet groomers, they need it. Anyway, this morning I was putting a tomahawk ribeye in the sous vide and wouldn't fit in the bag, so I was out there with a power saw, sawing the bone. So it was a fun way to start the morning. Hey, look, some of you guys may know this, but this is a nice article on the sort of nomads from the Mongolian steppes, and showing that their diet consists of basically meat and milk. You know, they don't have access to vegetables and fruits. It doesn't grow where they live. And they've been doing this for millennia. Totally normal, right? They don't eat plant material, basically, and they do just fine. In fact, for you guys that don't know it, the Mongols were the greatest empire that ever existed as far as their ability to conquer other lands. They had the greatest expanse of land ever known under one empire, which was, back at the time of Genghis Khan, where he just decimated everything around them using basically their warriors that, again, were meat-based. They brought their food with them. They brought their cattle. They ate the cattle, on the march. They sometimes ate their horses if they had to, but they had food, and they were able to go for days without eating because they were adapted to this stuff, and they were fierce warriors. All right, so this is a statement I put out on Twitter about, cholesterol. So cholesterol consistently associates with better mental health. Papers have shown this multiple times. Anxiety, depression, suicide, all those things do worse in low cholesterol environments. Things like the ability to put on muscle. Again, mentioned this the other day. Putting on muscle. Immune function, also improved on in a situation when there's higher cholesterol noted. And then all-cause mortality. And this great study from Korea, 12.8 million people, indicating that the people who live the longest have basically relatively higher cholesterol. And this, in the backdrop of a new systematic review meta-analysis showing that lowering cholesterol with statins basically doesn't do diddly squat. It has a tiny, tiny, tiny absolute risk, down 1% or less. So, additionally, most of the literature that supports the use of statins and lowering cholesterol comes from these drug companies, which, in case you don't know it, hide their data. They don't have to show their data. They just show their interpretation of what their data means. Peer reviewers don't even get to see their data. It's proprietary information. I'll leave that for you guys to make your own conclusion. I'm not worried about it, but again, it's not medical advice. It's just some information that you can do with what you will. I know what I'm doing with it. I'm eating steak. I'm staying strong, I'm staying lean, and I think quality of life is important. Anyway, you guys have a great morning. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.